Sahara mustard. Always rip this out when I can. If you can convince those creepy foraging guys, you know, the guys that are into foraging is like a fad, even though when it's utterly unnecessary, you could convince them to eat this. They'd be selling this in, you know, yuppie breakfast bars in Los Angeles. You could eat that root too, I bet, huh? Here's an odd member of the sunflower family, Ambrosia salsola. You got a spike. Let's see, where's a good one? You got a spike with both male and female flowers on it. Okay? So they're monoecious, but the flowers are never together. It's always separate flowers. Remember, you got perfect flowers, male and female on the same flower. Monoecious, male and female on the same plant. And then dioecious, plants are either male or female. Okay, so those bottom ones that look like kind of a, you know, a plate with all those papery bricks, those are the female flowers, and then up top, you got a male flower. See that guy right there? That's the male. Ambrosias are all over the desert. There's like 9,000 different kinds. Look at the phyllories. And this is a small one. They can get, you know, I've seen them 2 feet tall. 2 feet tall, multiple flowers on one, multiple flower heads. Remember, because each what looks like a flower is actually a pseudanthium. It's a false flower composed of many flowers meant to look like one single flower. Oh yeah, the desert calico, Loziliastrum. But look at all those trichomes that have been modified into spines. Look at the beautiful pattern on that corolla. Huh? And these guys, well, he's got his style out now. But he's also got a couple stamens in there. They tend to do the male phase before the female phase, but not always. You can see he's still rocking both. Oh, look, it's a spine flower. It's a species of Corazanth, Polygonaceae, the buckwheat family. Some of them, when they're done, when they're done, Corazanth Rigida really just does that. Oh, yeah, Abronia, Nyctaginaceae. All the flowers grouped together in a cup, an involucre. An involucre is just a little cup to hold a bunch of little flowers. Petaloid sepals, not true petals. And then the stamens and the style are deep inside the hole. Right? A wonderful example of phytocamouflage over here. We got a species of Delea. What are the woolly Deleas? Fabaceae, of course, look at those pinnate leaves. But look at this, though. This is real nice. They got glands on the back. Huh? Ooh. Look at all those nice black glands. Oh, my God, it smells good here. It's all the cryptanther. Look at this guy. Look, Chromaria. Huh? Chromariaceae is the family. Didn't get too creative there. But this guy's actually a hemiparasite. So he can photosynthesize on his own. But he's also going to steal a little bit from his neighbor. Look at those incredible corolla shape. How about that? Huh? And they turn it bush-like. You could see, look at the pigments. You could just see a little bit of red pigment in that green too. Very distinctive color there on those leaves. Oh, Paratoma arborea. Bladder pod, aka bladder pod, goes all the way, the range goes all the way up into the Central Valley. Look at little legume-like fruits. But it's not a legume at all. It's in the order Brassicales, family Cleomaceae. Look at those trifolia leaves. Drastically exerted stamens, too. Oh, yeah, this guy's one of my favorites. Datura rhytii. Solanaceae, the nightshade family. Magnificent flowers. Okay, gets the moths right in there. And then the fruit, of course, is this spiky guy right there. With a bunch of seeds in it. There's a guy in there. You look at those stamens. Stamens, if you follow those stamens down, they'll be fused to the petals. And again, it's 5 fused petals fused into one massive trumpet-like corolla. Whole desert's alive, look at that. It's all Connectus and Malacotrix. You got Connectus right there. Salvia calambariae right there, aka Chia. Malacotrix over there. Smells incredible. There should be some sphinx moth caterpillars around too. They gnaw on the stuff. What's this guy doing? What are you doing in there? Chicory subfamily of the sunflower family, Asteraceae. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty good. Whole desert's lit up. I wish smell could translate through the camera, cause it smells pretty good. Saw that Abronia, Cryptantha. Hey, maybe you got a couple Onatheras, a couple evening primroses, too. You look at that Onathera, the evening primrose. A lot of these, when they're first starting, they start to bloom later in the afternoon. You know, because they're mostly pollinated by moths at night. Look at that stigma, very distinctive, 4-lobe stigma. And you got, how many stamens you got in there? Looks like you got about 8. Look at this guy, Montagnia arenaria. One of the few desert mushrooms you get, along with Podaxis pistillaris. Alright, Hesperocallis undulata, family's Agavaceae, though it looks like a lily. Look at this, Ditheria californica, spectacle pod they call it. Look at those fruits, distinctive fruits, little discs. Growing right next to the connectus. Well, look, it's a bird-caged primrose. Onathra deltoides. See how it curls up like that? You can see what I call bird-caged primrose. This is last year's, though. This year's are still going off. You can find them. See, there's the fruit right there. Splits open. It's a four-sided capsule. Splits open, dumps out a ton of seed.